Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Romer Reacts. This is a series where I react to videos submitted by my patrons. If you want to submit videos, you can check down the description below and click the first link in the description, and you can check all about that. The first video sent in by Redacted, and it is the new Danganronpa V3 anthology dub, living in a lazy, confined environment. Now, we saw one of these last week, it was actually very funny, so let's check this out.
Living in Lazy Confined Environment
Confined.
by Hako Itagaki.
Harukawa-san, let's cosplay together.
Only turning it down
What?
now because I can still hear
Where
it.
did that come from?
I just don't want the echo.
Well, a little bird told me. that
It's
you
so
went
cool.
to
The
an
manga
event
looks so
in
good.
cosplay
Like the
before.
art style is so cool.
Are
Like,
you,
you know, and
by any chance, one of us?
Past fail.
the idea of dubbing it is such a fun idea too.
She's getting the wrong idea about that. Sorry, but that was not what you're thinking. It was for a hit.
A hit?
I'm begging.
I forgot that
Make
she
a
was like an assassin for a
contract
second. I was
with
like,
me
you smoking weed?
and become a cosplayer.
Stop clinging, you'll rip my skirt off. Damn, you're annoying.
But my laboratory is finally
Smoothie,
open,
man.
Goodness
Smoothie.
gracious.
and yet there's not a soul here to enjoy it with me. Sure, wearing
The
them
music
myself
just takes
is
me
fun
back as well, by the
enough,
way.
but I want to get the group together for a photo shoot.
Really? At a time
3
like
months
this?
ago.
Yes, at a time like this.
Honestly, that's a pain in the ass. I don't want to get involved in this.
I won't stop inviting you until you accept.
But I know these kind of people never let you go, no matter how much you refuse.
True. True.
Maki-chan, play with
Oh, she's wait, harking back to like the kids, like comparing Smoothie to the kids.
This is a reference to Jonathan Joestar's I won't stop feeding you until you cry.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything's a
right.
JoJo reference,
Let's
we
get
know this.
Over with.
Really? I feel like I'm simply looking like a child to you, but I don't mind.
That's exactly what you look like
I already
to
do
her.
disguises sometimes on hits, so it's fine.
Yay! Let's go with this one.
Specifically, if I think about it as playing house with a kid.
Well then, first is this one.
Maid dress.
There's a big thing when it comes to this type of stuff, which is like maid dresses. Like when it comes and like I didn't realize how big of a
Do you
culture
want
there
to be
was.
killed?
Like if you go on art Twitter,
Hi,
there's like so
Joshua.
much like
You're so
like
cute
dressing
when
boys
you're
up in maid
shy.
outfits, dressing girls up in maid outfits,
Wait,
dressing
that's
everyone
not
up in
adultery
maid
and
outfits.
attempt to murder.
It's such a big thing, and I
You're
understand
getting
it was
the wrong
like
idea,
it was like a very
Harukawa-san. I agree that long skirts, not mini skirts, are the master race, you know?
the master
but a
race.
long-skirted maid would
I'm-
be another genre
I know that like
entirely.
it was always like a
Think what Tojo-san was
fantasy thing they used to sell as like
That's
Halloween
not the
costumes as
issue.
well. Like so, like obviously I'm not
Sorry,
stupid
but
and
I
like
really
being like
can't do
this is
a
so
thing.
confusing.
I'm
Of course I
leaving
understand. Maki in a maid outfit is
I
the last
won't
thing I'd
let
ever
you.
expect in my life. Actually, though, it's like a
You're
pinstripe
not
maid outfit
escaping
though.
from me. You are to quench my desires accumulated in this confined environment without anime or manga.
What?
When did she?
High-speed clothes changing is no sweat for a super high school level cosplayer.
True.
I still have many more cosplays for you to wear, ranging from cute princesses to male characters, see?
Ugh. Actually, escaping the ordinary Shiogane is easy, but if anyone sees me wearing this,
Hey,
No!
Shirogane.
Of all people.
if anyone
Of
sees
all people.
me,
Of all people to see
of
this.
all people,
Yeah.
Harumaki?
I have to die.
Damn. I
Of course
almost didn't
he's gonna love
recognize you
this.
with that
He's gonna love
dress.
this.
Do you want to be killed?
He's gonna love this. This is the greatest day of his life.
Harukawa-san, you're so cute when you're shy.
No, there's unadulterated intent to murder.
I asked Momoto-kun to go look for a camera in the warehouse for me.
But sorry, they only got the disposable crap.
Disposable's gonna be
This is the
fun.
worst. Imagine if I had these kind of fails on my job.
Hey, where the hell did your spirit go? It's all fine. You look damn great wearing this.
Huh?
Oh,
Where did that come from?
you know where it came from.
Check it out. I'm matching with Harukawa-san.
This dude
Characters
kisses
in
the
the
ground
manga.
after you leave.
Whoa, nice. Looks good.
This is stupid.
Oh, right. Momoto-kun,
The different
wanna
sounds
join
as
us
well.
in
It's actually like
cosplay?
really well implemented.
Costume. If you got a spacesuit, I can use it for image training, I guess. Not interested though.
A spacesuit is a little bit too much, of course. But I do have an astronaut character's regular clothes.
That's just a fucking ordinary outfit.
Okay.
Then you can go to the warehouse and maybe you can find some diapers there?
That shit wouldn't make me an astronaut. It would make me a goddamn pervert.
By the way, there's one thing I've always been curious about.
Huh?
It's about your suit, Momoto-kun. You're not wearing your sleeves, so how does it never fall off?
Strong
I
shoulders.
need to investigate it.
Powerful
If
shoulders.
I can find an explanation for this.
The way they
it
do
should
this
be
is
useful to
fantastic as well,
produce
with the
many
text coming in
characters'
like
attire from
bit by
there on.
bit.
Harumaki, don't you think Shirogane has gone a bit crazy?
Changed back.
You only noticed it now?
Yep.
On that note, I'm leaving you behind as a sacrifice and going back to my room.
Smart. Honestly smart.
That's not fucking fair.
Honestly smart.
The boss's pinch is the assistant's pinch, goddammit.
Run together, like
I've dealt with
romantically.
enough of this bullshit already.
But joke's on you, Harumaki. Physical prowess is the basis to
They're just a
everything.
fantastic couple though. Like I really think that they're the best couple in all of Danganronpa to me, just because like it's one of the most overtly confirmed couples on camera. Like it's so confirmed.
Astronaut does. I'll get away with this, just like I got away from Gonta that one time.
Say whatever you
Heck
want,
yeah.
but my body's pretty well trained to...
After all, I'm fucking Kaito Momota.
Oh, he's sick though. Remember, he's always been sick.
Space legend. But
Okay, there's no way in hell this is just a cold.
no, I'm already healed from my cold. It's just you know, another thing. All this forced cosplay shit opened a hole in my stomach.
How much of a lightweight do you need to be to get an ulcer from that? I think she lost us. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm healed.
That was kinda weird.
Any chance I get to see these two together is always
I
amazing.
wonder
By the
how
way.
long has it been since I ran full speed without it being something from my job. Haven't done that since I was a kid, maybe.
No. No.
What's this photo for?
Well, I know damn well we're not in the best situation, but I think the time we can act like idiots must be
he's such a
enjoyed to the
sweetheart.
fullest. Forget
Look at
your
her face.
stupid assassin job.
Yeah.
Guess I should.
How unusual. You're being honest with your feelings.
Idiot.
Such a sweetheart.
Maybe doing this
It's
kind
not
of stuff
bad.
is actually
It's not bad
that bad
ever. It's not
Once
bad
in a
ever.
while.
I know, right?
Sorry, before
I'm
we
so
move on with
glad
the
you
him
two
her
said
catching
so.
up with him, I just adore these two. I
Let's
adore
all
these two, and I
enjoy
want to make it
ourselves to
known
the
that like
fullest.
these type of sweet moments are what brought Maki out of her shell.
After 5 long hours, Shirogane's frustrations faded away and she never went into another rampage again. But in the following day, when
Yes,
she was about to
Maki.
develop
Honestly,
photos
I
of
support
it,
Maki whenever
she was
she's
stopped
aggressive
by
because it's like that's
Harukawa,
exactly
who was
her.
ready to kill
That's
her
her.
for it.
That's her. You know? I support Maki all the time. These are the creators. These are the Twitters for them as well. You can check that out too. Always. Yeah, that was really cool. Like to me, it's always like just really enjoyable to be back in the world of Danganronpa, regardless of like what way we enter the world or exit. I guess exit the world sometimes too. It's always very, very nice to be back in the world of Danganronpa. Especially since like, you know, I have like such a deep appreciation for the characters, especially with Maki and with Kaito. Again, like so overtly like confirmed. It's so confirmed that they are like a thing. It's so confirmed they are a thing. But yeah, thank you for sending in. Thank you very much for sending in. Next video is sent in by Dupiker, and it is the Deltarune More Than 3 Heroes. Is this like it's a meme? It's a meme. Okay, it's a meme. Let's check it out. 3 heroes appear at the world's edge. A human, me. A monster, me. And a prince from the dark, not me. Oh god. The Monty Python Black Knight! What? Okay, doing this all in the art style of like the intro to like in the style of the intro to Undertale is pretty freaking fantastic. I wasn't expecting that. Like again, like there's so many memes that I'm just not like privy to in the world that like I usually learn from you guys. That like all of a sudden I just like, oh, now I have a better understanding of what this meme is or better understand what this meme is. If you ever hear audio, by the way, that happens here or there, the audio is generally just like the video playing, an ad playing in the background or something like that. The next video is sent in by Kohai S, and it is Genshin Impact All That Glitters full story, Lantern Rite cutscene. Okay, cool. So this is a summary of the Lantern Rite Festival. We do these on this thing, and like basically what happens is like we get like a quick summary of everything, and then it kind of like lets me go like, okay, do I want to watch this? Is this something that is meaty enough to like watch the full thing? And then we usually watch the full cutscene thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's check this out. And this guy does good videos. Very Golden informs the traveler of the Lantern Rite, which occurs on the first full moon of the first month each year. It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. So this is like, my first time entering Liyue was this. After dark, the people release Xiao and ring Xiao lanterns into the sky. She asks if we can convince Xiao to go with us for Lantern Rite. Upon reaching Liyue Harbor, we learn that the pulse strike used to lift the year's Ming Xiao lantern is the largest in 20 years. This makes Bolai wonder if the fabled floating city in the clouds exists. Celestia? We find that many people donate their precious belongings for the construction of the Ming Xiao lantern. Very sweet. Madame Ping informs us that this year's Ming Xiao lantern is dedicated to Skybracer. She talks of his antlers and were made using Rex Lapis to fine powder. That's beautiful. Which made them the hardest material in Liyue. It's so bittersweet watching it because we just left Liyue. During the Archon War, Skybracer chopped off his antlers to prop up Mount Qiang to save villagers. As the war progressed, he bled to his death. His blood turned into today's Baishu River. Before the festival, we helped various people throughout the city. We learned that Azurite is caught up by the plants. They produce bloaty... So that's what they are. Oh, okay. We also learned that the old rune hunters use vermilionite to keep themselves airborne. When asked for writing their wish for the Ming Xiao lantern, the traveler writes the wish of their sibling. That's really sweet. Meanwhile, the traveler catches a thief who was planning on stealing the Ming Xiao lantern's antlers. The traveler wears a mask during this time. There's the mask. We've worn this mask for missions before. Back in Wangshui, the traveler tries to convince Xiao to join in the Lantern Rite. Xiao strictly refuses to visit the city. Sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. So the traveler and Huai try to bring the festival atmosphere at Wangshui. The traveler, along with everyone else at the inn, have a nice meal with Xiao. After meal, the traveler again tries to convince Xiao to visit the festival. He agrees to watch it from the city outskirts. Xiao refuses when asked again to accompany the traveler into the city.
Anywhere.
Yes, if to speak his name to get in trouble anytime, anywhere. He's done this for us many times, by the way, where he has been like, if you need anything,
for peace,
I am here for you.
and all the wishes carried by the lanterns.
He's just a beautiful boy. The traveler rides in the harbor to win his Ming Xiao lantern. Yeah, and it's going to be a while, by the way, before we watch a full video of this whole event. It's going to be a while, because we just got to Inazuma and we're just starting off new exploration and things like that. So it's going to take it some time. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, we got to see this the first time we came into Liyue. Like, we got to see a version of the Lantern Rite, at least like a little bit. Not in this sense, of course. And there's Xiao watching it as well. Oh, you sweetheart, Xiao. You absolute sweetheart. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. And, like, he's my sweetheart as well. Like, he's not your sweetheart. Mine, by the way. Thank you for watching. This guy's channel is really good. And again, like I said, like, I have no problem, like, talking about it here because, like, you know, communication is always important. when it comes to a channel. You know, there was a few comments of people being like, hey, I prefer if you watch the full event by itself. The rule I kind of always have with this is like with the channel is that like I like people to like suggest videos that they want to be watched. But again, like it's about like, you know, the thing is I don't take it lightly that people give me money every month on the Patreon. I do not take it lightly whatsoever, and especially when people I think you know, especially the patrons and you guys as well, everyone has their best interest in mind. Everyone has my best interest when it comes to playing this game in mind. So I always kind of like divert to like that type of thing, because like I'm not experienced at all when it comes to like what the events are, what they aren't. And watching the full thing is completely different, in my opinion, to watching the kind of little short, like 5 minutes compared to like an hour and a half. To me is a big deal. It's a big deal, personally. The next video is sent in by the way, thank you KoiS for sending in. KoiS is always very good to send in videos like that. You know, and I'm just obviously like, I think KoiS would be no problem with you responding to comments as well. KoiS has always been very, very, very nice when it comes to stuff like this. The next video is sent in by Deathtrap, and it is The Good Idea. Let's see what it's a Genshin Impact video, of course. Let's check it out. So sometimes like oh my god, is that like animated on like the real background? It is, and it's animated on the real boat as well. It's actually really pretty. Oh, Paimon. Paimon's dying. Too hot. They do. This guy's what? I can imagine like, you know, like what you do when you're on a boat and it's like boiling, you know? Go to the shady part of the boat underground, but then like the wood is still gonna be boiling, you know what I mean? It's gonna be so hot. Kazuo just smiling casually. This is great artwork as well. It's really cute. Super, super cute. No, doing the air movements. She sees a chicken, he's a fan. That's really adorable. How'd you get out in the ocean? How would you get out in the ocean? What are you doing? What are you doing? Really cool effects on this as well. Did his burst move? And that's what got it this. Of course, in the burst move is going to cool everyone down. And it's kind of cool, like you know, like they described this. Deathtrap was like, I like to think this was canon. I like to think so too now. It's really sweet, really, really sweet stuff. Oh, sorry. I always like do the transition before we get to like the credits and stuff like that. Sometimes it's my bad. Oh, there's an ad for AFK Journey.
On PC.
There you go. There's an ad for AFK Journey. Oh, gold! I got gold.
I got a shiny.
Very cool. Yeah, no, like that's always really cool. Like, and like I think I'm going to think of that as canon myself as well. That's really, really adorable. Really cool art style too. I think that like what I really love again, like about videos like that is that like they kind of bridge a gap in people's minds, don't they? Like what happens with that is like, it's like, okay, what happened on the boat there? Like there must have been other things that happened on the boat there. And then we get that type of stuff, which is always really, really neat. I think these artists are so talented. That was such a beautiful, beautiful video. It was really, really gorgeous as well. Like, and the colors were so nice. I liked how they implemented the actual like 2D animation into the 3D world. They made everyone look very silly, but that's always obviously like really works for their art style too. I think that really, really works for their art style. The next video sent in, there's 2 links here. For I don't know if this is by the same person. I'll check anyway afterwards, and I'll because usually I like guys at like 2 a.m. the night before, because like obviously like I'm in a different time zone to a lot of people. I like get all the links and put them in a Google Doc, then I go to sleep. So it's like the last possible moment before I go to sleep, and then I wake up in the morning and see if anyone has another link or something like that, and usually add it like it's all very, it's because I'm in a different time zone. It's all done like to the last second. So there's 2 links here. I might have just forgot one of the names, but we'll watch the 2 of them anyway. This is from Malcolm Condé. Anyway, this one. And it is a new Star Approaches trailer. So this is a trailer, I think, of something I've already seen, which is actually pretty neat. It's a part of the game I've already seen, which makes sense. Like, that's so sick.
Boats are made for transferring commodities.
Like, seeing what it was like for you guys when you guys were getting hyped about this stuff.
Tend to stay a while, so it is where many things come to settle.
You can see the volume button. Because this is like. So here's the thing. Definitely would not want to watch trailers for stuff I didn't see before there, because this is not my style. But seeing it afterwards is really cool. I imagine how hype you guys were at this point. Child. With the Linkin Park music in the background. No, honestly, like, this stuff is so cool to see afterwards. But obviously my rules on spoilers are different. And Zhongli, so they showed off like all these characters in this trailer. Maybe they show them bit by bit, then show them off again in this trailer. Diana and Yin Yang. So these characters, were they introduced in this update? Is that what we're getting it here? Beautiful character design, by the way. I like Diana's character design too as well. And she's kind of funny. We haven't used her once though. Because I don't think we even have her, do we? We have like Dory. This is such a sick moment. Just a really great, like, a really great chapter of the game. And like, honestly, like, it's not like this thing is like, oh, I'm waiting for him to like get better or get worse. Unreconciled Stars coming soon. So this was another event that we watched last week as well. Yeah. And you would have gotten win the 4-star official. So that's how you got. I remember someone saying this. That's a beautiful artwork, by the way. So that's how people got official. I got official just on a pull. It's interesting to see that other people got official in another way. Because my obtaining official was literally a random pull. And like, love at first sight, because I've used it ever since. I can see how people would have been hyped up for this stuff as well, but again, like, the way I do trailers is I don't like to watch trailers for video games. I watch one trailer, like the announcement trailer, and then that's it. I'm a massive Persona fan, but Persona 5 came out and I bought the game, and I remember looking at the cover of the game being like, who are these characters? Because I did not look at any promotional material before the game came out. I watched like the first trailer and that's it. So I'm looking at this going, who's this? Who's that? Like, I saw the silhouette of Makoto and being like, I didn't know who that was. I was like, I don't even know who that is. Because I like to learn about everything in the moment, like, and I like everything to kind of like surprise me. And like that, and to me, like, also like for playthroughs, it makes for like really fun playthroughs too. I think you guys might agree that like it makes for a really fun playthrough. For me, when I'm watching a playthrough, if I'm watching someone play Persona 5 and they hear a song for the first time that was in the trailer, but they hear it in the game and not in the trailer, it's like so cool, because like nothing like again, everyone can play games how they want, but something that really kind of like bums me out sometimes when I watch a playthrough is I'm waiting for them to react to this song that I really like. And then they get to the song I really like, and they're like, "Oh, I've heard this one a few times before in a few trailers I've seen." And it's like I get it. Like, I'm not angry, but it's like, man, it would have been so cool if that was the first time you heard the song. Like, when they're singing along to a song in a first playthrough that they've heard before, it's like, man, like, this. When I watch a playthrough, I want you to see this for the first time. So I totally get, like, you know, like how some people are like, we'd rather watch the trailers beforehand because that makes it really hype, and I totally get that. But also at the same time, I also like to do this thing where like, I like to curate a playthrough that I would want to watch. So it's like, okay, I didn't even know that this like, say recently in a video we played, there was a mission for a well. I can't imagine being spoiled on like someone being like, "Hey Calvin, do you know that there's like a ancient shogun underground in this well?" Like, that was such a cool moment for me. So actually, you see, it was freaking awesome. The next video is called The Chalk Prince and the Dragon, which we saw a trailer. So we saw like a summary of this event too, at one point as well. So let's actually check this out here now. I have like transitions set up on OBS, like I'm a really fancy person. It took me weeks to like I was like, how do I make this like more fun? It's like, oh, I can just do transitions.
Snow gathers atop this mountain and never melts, which is a most curious phenomenon. In fact, I believe that the very sword in your hand has Durin's remains in it. As such, who could I find to help me if not you? Into position. Prepare for battle.
Again, they do the trailers. These trailers are really well done. These trailers are incredibly well done.
Genius.
And again, it's like the care that they put into the characters also comes from a care of like, they know that like selling a character to people and selling a story to people is so important. Not just like for financial gain, but it keeps your game going for longer. There's Gone You Are, girl. It keeps things, so she was also revealed in this update, was she? Is that what I'm getting at this? If you guys want to explain more of it, you totally can. So cool. Music is great too. Yeah, like it's like Genshin, like, I think sells characters to sell them so people want to buy stuff to get the characters, beautiful drawing, but also they do it because they know that having a better character means that people stay around and talk about them for longer, not just like, oh, they're pretty. It's like, oh, if they have a good story,
What could it be?
if you can sell the story of the character, it works super well for us. Super well. Sucrose. Oh, and Shinyun? Yeah. It's just that's the thing. It's like the longevity of your series all depends on how you treat your characters, I feel like, because that's what the thing with people will be talking forever. When you look at the AC Churdy fandom on Twitter, they talk about characters all the time. Characters. 12, it came out last year? Am I right in saying that? And you get the Festering Desires. You actually get this weapon if you did the chocolate, which is crazy. Like, and honestly, like, to me, this is also just incredibly smart because, to me, like, what happens is, like, you have people will want to, like, you can easily, like, say, like, it's a few things, by the way. So the tree was also just, like, a thing that was implemented now? So many things coming with this update. It's actually really interesting to me to see this type of stuff, by the way. This is so interesting because I had no idea about this type of thing, that this is what they did with updates. Because again, I never checked out the trailers for like updates and things like that. So like I'm guessing that they have updates come into the game, and then you get the update, and then you get rewards for playing the update. Because like I feel like they could do this thing where like, hey, like we have an update, but then, like, you know, like a lot of people are very rewards based, so it kind of convinces people to come back. Like for me, I just do it for the story. I always do things just for the story, but like they've created a very rewards based system, so like I can totally understand people being like, okay, what do I get to go back to this? Like, what can I get? And it does also, like, you know, you can go to your shareholders, you can go to the people that watch your stuff and be like, yo, you know, you can go to the whatchamacallit, you can go to the, how do I say this? You can go to like the people who are investing in your game and be like, look how many people were playing our game for this event. Please, like, invest more money in this thing so we can make more events like this. And the more that people play the events, the more that they will make events. I think that's a really cool idea. The next video sent in. Thank you for sending in, by the way. I'll check that out again. I'll put the name on the screen of who it was again. Like, and I know it sounds, people are like, Calvin, that's pretty unprofessional. It was literally just a matter of just like I'd probably just like dump the link in there as well. And I'll have it up on the screen as well. And if not, I'll insert a part of my audio if I find out if I find out who sent it in, and I'll say this is who did it. Because unless Malcolm sent in, Malcolm sent in to two of these, and actually I could actually probably check actually now. 1 second. Okay, they were both by Malcolm, which makes sense because they're very similar. Okay, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. The next one is sent in by Azodrak, and it is Celestia's Darkest Lies. So this is something that's Genshin Impact Theory. It says this video contains spoilers, but I imagine like no one's going to try and spoil it if they're, especially, you know, if they're on Patreon. They're not going to try and spoil this series for me. Let's get into this.
What is Celestia hiding? In this video, I will give you my take on Celestia's truth and lies based on real-life references that
I'm into
MiHoYo
this.
used to
I'm into
create
this.
Genshin
I
Impact.
watch Dark Souls theories. I used to watch Dark Souls theories. I don't watch them as much anymore. Like I used to watch Epic Name Bro, who had like the best lore playthrough in the history of Dark Souls, and kind of like he put so much evidence into it that like he was like, it's just my theory, but it's like, man, you put so much evidence in this that like it proves like half of like Dark Souls lore YouTube wrong. You're like put them out of business.
Right now.
Not put them out of business, but you know what I mean? Like when you watch some of the old Dark Souls lore
What
videos now,
is the
it's just
true
wrong.
meaning of this world? Before I give you my theory on this subject, I think it's best for me to describe where I'm getting this information from. MiHoYo bases a lot of things in Genshin Impact from the concept of Gnosticism. Gnosticism goes something like this. There is the original god, known as the monad. For our sanity, let's call this god Big Daddy. Big Daddy creates
Whoever this is on my wavelength. You guys know I do that all the time.
aeons, giving them similar divine powers. One of these aeons, called Sophia, creates Demiurge.
Really cool artwork.
Again, for simplicity's sake, let's call Demiurge the fake god. Like the aeons, the fake god was also given divine powers. But after creating this fake god, Sophia becomes disgusted. She seals and casts away the fake god from the spiritual universe. Since this fake god never saw any other divine beings, he believes that he's Big Daddy. So, the fake god creates the mortal realm and humanity. But just like Big Daddy and Sophia, the fake god unknowingly gives humans the potential for divinity. The whole premise of Gnosticism is this. If humans become knowing and achieve gnosis or understanding, they themselves can become divine beings. Now,
is that
the
Adepti?
problem. After creating the mortal realm, the fake god feels
or like
threatened.
Demi-Adepti.
Why? Because humans keep trying to achieve godhood through knowledge. So, the fake god creates archons, and archons are given a job to preside over humanity.
So like Venti and Zhongli
so that humans will stay
and the Electro
oblivious
Archon we're going to be
and do
meeting
not
soon.
reach the knowledge to become divine beings themselves. And upon seeing this, Big Daddy felt bad.
Man, Big Daddy's
and
working
sends
hard.
2 aeons, male and female pair, to help humans achieve the knowledge and become divine beings. Doesn't this sound vaguely familiar? Now let's take a few points from Gnosticism.
So is the
to
theory
answer
that this person is giving out is that like maybe Lumine and Aether are like sent by the gods? Now that would be really cool. That would be unbelievably cool if that's the truth.
Reasons why I believe Celestia is all a lie. The fake god has an inferiority complex. He realizes that if humans achieve the understanding, they can ascend to be on the same level as himself. So, to stop this from happening, the fake god uses archons to divert humans from achieving the knowledge, throwing humans a bait with a false promise.
I've read this comic.
Now, if we refer back to Venti's dialogue, he describes the archon's job to preside over or watch over their associated region and its people.
Yep.
If I take this and push it to the extreme, it could also mean to keep an eye on humanity.
Yeah.
But in the case of Barbados, he seems to disagree with this idea and instead gives people of Mondstadt freedom. Which is the reason why Barbados is so
Senora,
weak.
I can't let
Maybe
this moment
also
upset me
this
so
is
much.
The reason why Barbados and Rex Lapis are okay to simply retire from the status of our.
This is what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna say this. Like the fact that Zhongli also is like, hey, I'm gonna give the freedom back to the people. Like is very similar to Venti, but in a different way. Like it's freedom, but it's more just like, hey, I'm gonna give you the freedom to not be free by yourselves, like to make contracts by yourself. Because like a contract, like to me, is a very it's the opposite of free in my opinion. It's like it's the binding of a person in my opinion.
Because they don't agree with the fake god's ideals. Now let's say this is true. The fake god is trying to trick humans and deter them from ascending. How is he doing it? What is the bait and the false promise?
Visions? 8K Journey.
Appearances are always deceiving.
Heck yeah.
Take a gemstone, for example.
Heck yeah. It's a cool art style. Like that's one thing I've noticed. Like I can make fun of the AFK Journey ads, like always appearing like they like literally. I will be at like a funeral and like the priest will be like, all right, now we put this person into the ground. By the way, AFK Journey. Oh my God, I got a gold. You know what I mean? Like it's everywhere. But like, it's still very cute art style.
Reaching really far, but please let me explain. Gnosis in Chinese means heart of God.
Okay.
knowledge and understanding of divinity and the truth, something all archons know and were given to them along with the status of being archons. Visions, on the other hand, is translated the eye of God. In my hypothesis, visions
I can never get
are
over a good Mona's outfit is.
given to certain humans by the gods. These visions are used to keep an eye on certain individuals and to divert them from the truth that Celestia is fabricated.
Wait.
Now, do I have anything to back up this ridiculous claim? What do I mean Celestia is
This is actually a very
fabricated?
interesting theory.
Upon further research, I noticed many strange things regarding Celestia. In this shot of Celestia in the manga, when Vanessa
We've read the manga.
ascended, we actually get to see what's inside Celestia. Now, to humans, Celestia is heaven. But when we look at this image, this doesn't really reflect my idea of heaven. Vanessa's reaction seems to portray a mixture of emotions as well. Rather than being heavenly, this image seems to reflect the opposite, a prison, or to be specific, a panopticon. The concept of the panopticon.
Okay, I'll let speak because like I do disagree with some of this. Oh my god, Calvin's disagreeing on a theory, guys, and gonna bring back his own theory. Oh my god. Okay. Get ready. 63 parts later.
From a singular location.
Yeah, it looks pretty similar.
If my theory of visions being a diversion or a bait is correct, these visions are used by the fake god to keep an eye on certain individuals. If the fake god feels threatened by this individual, they are ascended into Celestia, a prison. To add to the theory of Panopticon, during our dialogue with Ningguang at the Jade Chamber, she speaks of the Jade Chamber as a tool to oversee everything in Leeway.
100%.
Similarly, Celestia accomplishes the
You can
same
compare that
thing,
to Celestia for
keeping an
sure.
eye over the entirety of Tevat.
Yeah, that's a really cool
now, this
theory.
might sound a bit dark. It may even sound like a conspiracy theory, but if you keep this theory in your mind,
I think it's
the following dialogues by Daneslave from the Travail trailer starts to make sense.
Like I honestly think that this person is putting like a lot of pieces together that are like fairly. Like there's no like thing in this where it's like, oh really, that's your theory. Like everything's very fair. The only thing I disagreed with was like personally was that like and this is a good video by the way because I'm actually like really interested in these theories. I if you could send in more of these, anyone, this would be great. But the thing is that I love about this is that I disagree with. Sorry, is that when Vanessa sees the Celestia, when she rises to a Celestia and she becomes a bird and becomes free or whatever and like watches over Celestia forever, I saw the mix of emotions not as like, oh my god, it's a prison, as more just like, I finally got here. That's my interpretation of what like the kind of wincing emotion was. Because like sometimes like something can be so emotional that your body just kind of tenses up and it's kind of like, I can't believe I even got here. But that's how I interpreted that scene in particular. I'm not denying that like this is like really good work here, saying that like, you know, it looks like the type of prison that they showed, then like comparing it to like the idea of like watching over someone like Celestia versus what Ningguang has as well in the Jade Chamber. I think it's just really good work what they've done here. But that's my opinion on the Vanessa image. That's my opinion on that. That's my opinion on that. That's how I interpreted that scene. Hot take.
The war has already begun.
Hot take.
It's just a continuation of past battles.
This refers to humanity's continuous struggle to uncover the truth, as they are constantly shut down by the fake god as the cyclical life of this world continues.
By the way, sorry for pausing so much, but that like, you know, people are gonna be calling me pause Omer. That was the person that kicked our ass at the start, and it's so weird that we haven't seen them since. You know what I mean? But then again, people are like, Calvin, just because you spent 60 parts on Leeway.
The promise of their 7 treasures, rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity.
The 7 treasures meaning the 7 elemental visions.
Wow.
The gods claim that this is for the worthy and for those who can ascend, which I am theorizing.
So the gods are like, yes, using the elements as like a way to be like, don't look over here, look what we've given you. And people do talk like that in these games. Like they talk about like how like, oh man, I'm lucky to have a vision, you know?
The abyss, a warning of what happens if you attempt to challenge the gods.
That throne in the sky is not reserved for you.
This phrase is quoted by Daneslave, referring to someone else.
It's a cool theory.
Possibly
super cool theory.
The sustainer or the fake god talking to Aether or humanity.
But mortal arrogation never stops.
This obviously referring to the idea that humans repeatedly continue to question the gods and seek the truth.
Yes.
Skipping past few dialogues, Daneslave continues.
In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream.
This sheltered eternity representing the fabricated bubble of this world, where some continues to stay ignorant and live their lives under the fabricated lies of Celestia.
The stars are a lie. This is actually like this is putting a lot of that what we heard from would you believe I have a patron that has like the picture of Scaramouches there? I almost like literally almost called him Cosmic Catloaf because that's like the name of a patron that has the Scaramouche thing. Scaramouche said like the stars are a lie. So like could it be that this all is a fabrication? Like, and again, this is, and people talk about how this has been theories for years about this stuff like that. Yeah, like while I disagree with the one statement here, I really feel like this theory is like actually kind of well built.
But in the hidden corners, where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming.
In Daneslave's words, hidden corners representing Kenria, where the people continue to fight in hopes to reform this
gorgeous
world.
Skin tone.
Some say a few are chosen and the rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity.
Daneslave is suggesting that humans can take control of their own fate not predestined by the gods. Whether my theory is right or wrong will be only determined with time.
Yep.
However, I feel that this is making way too much sense. The Daneslave continues. He asks us to step forth if we understood the meaning of our journey, telling us to defeat him and command him to move aside. What exactly is the meaning of our journey? What is the last thing that needs to be accomplished? Why does he want us to defeat him?
Like if I can say, first of all, that's a really well made video, and I actually do appreciate people sending that in because like I I'm not always like, you know, as you guys know, I'm not always like very theory heavy when it comes to like my videos. Like I don't like, I like to talk about like the story and the stuff that's happening and then what might happen. But like, I don't think I have ever gone as far to talk about theories. Like I said, the only thing I disagreed with like that was the way that Vanessa reacted. I thought Vanessa had a mix of emotions of happiness and being overwhelmed. The idea though that like, you know, it would kind of fit together that the idea that like the visions were given to people with visions, so they would like stop looking to elsewhere. It's like how, you know, sometimes governments will give people small victories that don't mean a thing, and then it stops people from protesting. You know what I mean? It's like, or even like if a child is crying and they say they want, you know, burgers and chips or something, and you get them something smaller, and it's like, oh, this is fine, and they stop looking towards the burgers and chips or whatever. But yeah, that's the way I look at it anyway. But I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I should make my own fake theory video, honestly, like where I'm like, this is my theory that Paimon is a chicken. Look here, she does her arms in the bok motion. Over here, you can see in this time, her shadow looks like a chicken. Xiangling has wanted to eat her several times. Xiangling's favorite food? Chicken. You know? I feel like, you know, I would probably like get 3 billion views on that. You know what I mean? Probably 7 billion views, maybe. You know what I miss? I'm looking at the YouTube recommendeds here. You know what I miss about YouTube recommended? Years ago, back in like 2015 and beyond, when you watched a video on like Genshin, every other video was a Genshin recommendation. Now it's like crazy how like you'll click on like, not Genshin in particular, but you know, you click on say like a SpongeBob video and every other video is recommended as a SpongeBob video. Nowadays when you click on a video, they recommend stuff that's not even to do with the thing that you're watching. It's insane how they do this. It's insane. I kind of wish they would go back to that normal thing, or they go like, hey, you were watching this earlier. It's like, yes, I was watching this earlier. Like, I'm beside this Genshin video right now, and I'm not even joking, beside this Genshin video, the recommended videos are, there's a political video that like, I don't watch this political streamer, no offense to them, I don't watch them. There's a prank call video, I don't watch prank calls. There's Among Us stuff. Now there is some Genshin as well, but you know what I mean? It's like, Jesus Christ, like, come on. Like, I want old YouTube back. This next video is sent in by Arcadia of Pride, and it is Paimon's English VA replacing Aether with Kazuha. What? Oh, she's replacing Aether with no. You know what? Understandable.
Mark, that like for meeting you for the first time, that was a great double play that we just did.
Amazing. I enjoyed being your imposter.
Oh, it's an Among Us thing.
I enjoyed being imposter with you too.
What am I
Okay, now it
seeing
makes sense why there's
happening
Among
here?
Us stuff recommended.
Kazuha and Paim. Am I being replaced?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with Kazuha from now on. People from Inazuma are just way better.
Wait.
Look, Zach.
Windblade.
Zach, you killed me.
Windblade.
You have nobody to blame but yourself.
Well, really, can you blame me though? I mean,
there's better wind coming in just like a couple days.
This is brilliant.
No.
Wait, Rosario was on the banner with Kazuha?
Boy, I hate to say it, but yeah, you're trash.
Yeah.
All right, you're dying first, buddy.
I just want you all to know that I officially told my chat that I am retiring from being Zach's travel companion, and now I'm applying to be
The face of
Mark's,
Aether.
clearly I'm treated way better by Mark.
Need new emergency food clips taken from Genshin Impact Among Us stream. This is really sweet the way they do this. They did such a good job with this. Like, by the way, every time I hear Zach's voice, it just melts me to butter. Such a sweetheart, such a sweet heart, the sweetest heart who ever lived. I think we all agree. Yeah, that's really funny. I love those type of videos as well that are just like really funny comedic reaction, like animated videos. Thank you so much for sending in, Arcadia. Arcadia Pride, if you don't know, starting a YouTube channel, has some really cool videos. You probably see them in the videos before of me reacting to them. Really good videos they made. And if you're into kind of like kind of mesmerizing Genshin videos, like that's what I really like about them. The music is really good and they're mesmerizing, and you could, before you know it, the video is over. The next video is sent in by Solvix, and it is War Machine animated short and Privateer Press, and this is an animated short film featuring two of the Iron Kingdoms. Irish Kingdom. Yeah, okay, famous watchers. Let's check this out. I'm always really into this type of stuff as well, like, because, like, it's like, again, you guys show your personalities a lot more with Roma Reacts, because, like, I get to, like, see what you guys are into. If I was setting videos for my own Roma Reacts, it'd be all Smosh. I love Smosh. Hands up if you love Smosh. Okay, you love Smosh. Atmosphere in this video, huh? The atmosphere is going 90. Did you say bugger? Did she say oh bugger? Wait. Did you say oh bugger? Great. Honestly, great. Honestly, great. Look at these enemies. There's like a hand coming out of like a beetle, like a robot beetle. Or like a robot rhino. Oh, take that. Oh my god. This is the type of stuff that, man, like, it's like if I was like a normal person, I saw these coming, I'm giving up. You know what I mean? I'm like, actually, no, I think I'd run. I think I'd run just to be like, chance of survival type.
Come on. Where are you?
Where's who? Oh no, this is never good. This is never good. When someone sees you through a different color, night vision type stuff, heat vision, no, it's not good. You give up. I'm not really sending a good message to people, am I? Guys, just give up. Animals do this, so like I wonder like this is like actually pretty normal. Are you done?
I got back as fast as
Oh.
I could. It's too swampy out there for
Also,
you.
oh, she knows him. Okay, that's good.
You'd
That's
sink
good.
like a rock. Look, we can argue about this all day, but we have to find...
So like, I actually thought this was gonna be anime. Then again, they are color coded together. Imagine having this as a pet. What? Okay, that's pretty sick.
That's all of them. But there's still no sign.
Like, what are the conversations like? You know? Oh God.
Tired of running, Victoria. Always afraid.
Freaking metal as hell, though, right?
Right behind you. Your soul was meant for me, Victoria.
Did she make her bow down?
What's mine?
Did she make her bow down?
You gave yours up too easily. I won't.
Heck yeah. We got like a train man. This is train man. You're dead.
Children anymore.
You're done. Train man coming.
This isn't a game.
So I wonder, like what would you even call? Like, I'm sure I'm gonna get more context of Solvix at some point, but like, what would you even call like these creatures?
No.
Because like robots is the first thing you think of, right? Isn't it? But they, like, I wonder if there's like some sort of life force in them. Oh my Jesus Christ! Not anymore. What? Wait, was the eye? What? She lost the light in her eyes. Was that like a connection to the robot?
Why are you fighting fate? What's all of this gaining you? Time.
Time? Time has a funny way of playing jokes on you. She's another one? Wait, no, this is like an army. This is like a whole thing.
If it's a fight you came for, then it's a
Can't get this is
fight
sick design, by the way.
Good.
Like, it's always bad when the bad guys look cooler than the good guys, isn't it? Because then it's done, you know? It's like, okay, I'm rooting for the... So War Machine is what it's called. Okay. So this is a short for, like... Actually, we'll check it out here in a second. Did great voice acting. Actually, really good music, really good voice acting, really good atmosphere. Really good all that stuff. Privateerpress.com. So is it to do with Warhammer? Let's see. Let's check. War Machine. War Machine. Yeah, that's the name of the War Machine animated short, but War Machine is a game? Let's check this out here. War Machine. Is it like... Or maybe it's not, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Like, you can maybe explain more content, like, hold on a second here, actually. Let me get the context of this now again. Let me get the context of this. Hey, I'm about to get some context. How are you guys feeling about some context? How do you guys, are you hungry for some context? Me too. So, Anusa and Katsith, I see your videos. Don't worry, he'll get in there. Let's see. Where is that? Solvix. This is something different for me. I love miniatures. So it is miniatures. Okay, like I was guessing, like Warhammer. One of my faves will always be the War Machine, which is a very fantasy steampunk style and will always be fun. So they have an animated scene, a little cheesy. I thought it was just really sick. Like, again, like, I feel like, you know, maybe you said it was a little cheesy to kind of prepare me for something that I might think is funny. I thought it was sick. And I feel like there is, like, you know, you can have actual emotions and stuff like that as well. Yeah. Don't worry about that. That wasn't cheesy. I didn't see it as cheesy. Did you guys see it as cheesy? If you guys said it as cheesy, let me know. The next one is sent in by Cosmic Catloaf. and it is the Kazuha teaser. We have a Kazuha teaser, guys. It's happening. So Kazuha is a character who like we're starting to use a lot of now, and he's actually fantastic. Just a great design, beautiful boy.
The sound of waves upon the shore.
Voice acting incredible, ASMR style voice.
Forest. They are not so dissimilar.
Great knees. I've always said that.
Kazuha, I hope you don't think I risked taking you in just to listen to your music.
I know you listen to him.
I'm aware.
Again, just another character introduced that like is so much attention to him and so much like just fantastic with all the work they put into him.
Though some sake would make this better.
You drinking? Great knees. Look, it's great knees.
A big battle, you say?
Yes.
Music as well.
The scent on the wind is the same as on that night. The scent of danger.
Oh, the red, like the very traditional like Japanese style movie backdrop.
Just a breath away until I.
Oh, did you see how like? Sorry.
Just a breath away.
For a second, look at this now. The breathing. I like that they incorporate breathing into someone who like has to have so much control of the air and the winds. That's so cool. Hand over your butt.
If only you could make one exception.
Oh, he just said, if only you could let me go, you would have been dead. Oh, is this what? Wait. Is this why people call him Canadian Either?
I say we lower the sails, Beidou. The storm is coming.
And he can tell this because he's freaking sick. He's freaking sick. That's how he can tell this stuff. Just a really fantastic character. Like so far, like it's really difficult for me to find a character. Like here's the thing. I feel like what happens with Genshin characters is that like because they're always like really well designed, what happens is like you'll have characters who like I'm super like crazy head over heels about. Then it's like characters who like I'm not head over heels about, but they still have a great story. Then there's characters who are like side characters who you don't know a lot about yet, and you're like, oh, they're cool. I can't wait to learn more about them. And I feel like they do a really good job with all that type of stuff. It was really cool sending it in as well. Cosmic Cat Love, who I almost mistook you for Scaramouche. The next one is sent in by Dodo Dan, and it's Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate Lore Fatalis. Let's check this out.
When disaster
We love a
covers
good
the
lore video.
heavens, the darkness shall
We love a good
swallow
lore
the
video, you know what I mean?
Mist
And like,
shall creep
sorry
upon
there,
the
Dodo Dan.
land.
Lore videos like this help games so much because it's like, hey, and like the people who then refuse to listen, it's like there's so much deeper like meaning to a lot of stuff that happens in games. Like people look at like a game that I love, like Trails of Cold Steel, and go like, oh, it's just an anime game. It's like, well, you're missing out on so much, and you just don't understand. It's just, and it's here's the thing, it's a factual thing where it's like if you just say it's just an anime game. Like see, there's to me there's like no objectivity. There's no objectivity when it comes to like how you feel about a certain product. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I think this sucks. You say, oh, it sucks. That means I think it. That means you. That mean if you say this game sucks, that means you think it sucks. That's your opinion. So like for me, like when people go like this game doesn't have. There's some things when it's like this game doesn't have any lore behind it. This game doesn't have a story. Like people say it about Dark Souls, and that's like something that can be objectively wrong because that's not an opinion on the quality, that's an opinion on the contents. And if the contents are there, you just don't seek it out, then you're in the wrong. That's the way I see it.
And shadow shall
Dodo Dan,
conceal
use
the
your video
way.
as a soapbox there.
The kingless throne.
Take that, Dodo
Garden
Dan.
of the hunt. The one of great legend
He
returns.
literally wrote in the don't use my video as a soapbox, please. No, he didn't. Please don't.
We've built so much, but we've also lost so much. We humans and Wyverians were given by the powers that be dominion over this earth, and we have been poor stewards of the blessings nature has bestowed upon us. We
Music's great.
enslaved, hoarded, conquered, and defiled. No matter how much we attained, it was never enough, and a great war was our reward. The dragons rose up against us. The earth itself, all of nature turned against us. Our once proud cities lie in ruin. scorched with the fire of dragons.
So there was a war that happened here, but like Dododan, if you could answer this as well, is there like a thing where like monster hunting is seen as a gluttony in some cases, or is it a necessary evil? Maybe like, do you have to hunt monsters? You have to attain all these items, or is it seen as like sometimes as like, oh, you're doing too much, or can you? Is there like a quota? You know what I mean? I don't know.
In an attempt to preserve our glorious civilization, we created the greatest sin imaginable, the equal dragon weapon, a hideous abomination forged from the corpses of our fallen enemies. We created a living machine, dragon hybrid.
It is actually disgusting, isn't it? In a very skin-crawling way.
Brought upon ourselves the eternal wrath of the most fearsome of all elder dragons, the Fatalis. Filled with rage and hatred for our kind, Fatalis descended upon Shrade, the crown jewel and capital city of our ancient ancestors. Legends tell that such was the wrath of the Black Dragon that our continent was split in two and Castle Shrade was left in ruins. Fatalis fell upon Shrade with such terrible force that to this day, the skies above are stained a deep crimson with dragon energy. Of course, the armies of man rose up against that old Fatalis. Full of pride and arrogance, they rushed to their own demise. The Black Dragon slew all who dared turn against it. Laying waste to the great armies of man, Fatalis forged a new coat of armor, fusing the bodies of fallen warriors into its own scales with dragon fire. A cruel mockery of the evil dragon weapon. This was the great cataclysm.
That sounds so
age and the fall of our once great
crazy.
Since that time, much of our history has been lost. The grand libraries of the ancient Wyverian scholars burned to ash, our once proud cities brought to ruin. But not all is lost. An old children's song remains, passed down from generation to generation. It tells the tale of the Fatalis. When the world is full of wyverns, the legend is.
Was now what's kind of cool. You can actually like use poems and songs as like I have a history degree, and it's you know, one of the things they tell you is that you can use we can use poems as like first like hand evidence, like say like from a rebellion. So like children's songs like are like actual evidence to stuff that happened back then and sources to stuff that happened back then, because like they are a product of the time and of what was going on around them. So when you have a poem from like Podrick Pierce before he did a rebellion in 1916, it does like give his thoughts, you know, when he said like, you know, the streets will be stained with the blood of our, you know, oppressors. Like that is stuff that like you can just say, oh, it's just a poem. It's like, yeah, but then he went on and did a rebellion. You know what I mean? So it's cool that they're using children's songs.
Crunched, and blood is sucked up dry. He burns the earth and melts through iron. He boils the rivers and mows down trees. He awakens the winds.
Yeah, this is the type of stuff like children's songs, especially old children's songs, reveals so much about history.
He is called Fatalis, the wyvern of destruction. Call for help, run for your lives, and don't forget to pray to the skies. He is called Fatalis.
Fatalis, man.
The wyvern of destiny, the wyvern of destruction. Fatalis, Fatalis. Heaven and earth are yours, Fatalis. Heaven and earth are yours.
So, and like the comparison to God in this sense as well, where like, you know, like religious poem, you know, religious songs, heaven and earth are full of your glory. You know, heaven and earth are full of your glory. While in this sense, it's like heaven and earth are yours. Like this is fear compared to like you know, when we're talking about God, it's like heaven and earth are full of your glory. It's like, hey, thank you so much for filling this world with glory. Heaven and earth belong to you, dude. That's more of a fear.
I'd like to think that we learned from our mistakes, that in this new age, we've learned to live in balance with nature, never taking more than we need and always respecting the gifts we've been given. Over the years, our people have slowly built a new civilization, reclaiming the ruins of the first age and building our own communities. Castle Shrade, however, still lies in ruin, its sky still stained a brilliant red, and the descendants of that hateful black dragon Fatalis still haunt the ruins of Castle Shrade. Few hunters are brave enough to
the idea of like the spirit of like a monster still like
those hunters
haunting a place even before after it's gone.
From the scales of a fallen Fatalis will quickly learn that though a Fatalis may be slain, its hatred of humankind lingers
Yes.
on. Wearing the armor of Fatalis.
Yeah, sorry for pausing it. Dota, if you don't want me to pause all this time, please let me know. But like, the idea that like, yes, you can kill someone, but their ideals live on through them.
Drive a hunter insane, twisting both mind and body.
And it
with the dark
stays and
power of
lingers like a
dragon
spell.
energy. And in a way, I think this is as it should be. Fatalis is not ours to take. Fatalis is our constant reminder that we are not the masters of this realm, merely its caretakers. And should we forget this lesson? Should we become once again filled with pride, arrogance, and a lust for power? Fatalis will always be there to remind us of our place.
Jesus Christ, or remind us of how lowly we are. Remind us that we are dirt.
Hey, as always,
Was that it?
Thank you so much for listening.
Oh no, there's just a
commenting,
chapter
and
5. Chapter
of
5
course
is a
for
thank you,
clicking
which
all
you know
those
what?
buttons. It
Heck
really
yeah.
does mean the world to me. Of course, none of this would be possible without the support of my Patreon
Yes.
crew, who generously
Yes.
fund this channel, and without the support of viewers like you, who like and comment on my videos. If you want to get involved and help this channel grow, or maybe just hang out and share conversation with people who have a common interest, there's a couple of ways you can do that. I'll leave a link to both my Discord community and the Patreon page in the description. Make sure to check those out.
Very good.
There's also a new merch shelf available for this channel where you can get some pretty rad t-shirts. It should be right below the video. My favorite is the red one with the podcast logo. Those little chibi hunters are adorable. Alright.
Honestly,
until
like,
next time.
I like to
Happy
stay
hunting.
quiet during the segments where he's like, "Hey, like, this is my Patreon," because like, you need to understand, guys, that I have a Patreon as well, and he's right. It's just like, it like, the reason why I'm so thankful for my patrons is like, it's these videos would not happen. Like, my videos wouldn't happen. Well, Roma Reacts for sure wouldn't happen. But it's more of a case of just like literally, if like I got to a point where like I wasn't making money that I could do this full time anymore, like we wouldn't be getting 4 Genshin videos a week. We wouldn't be getting the 7 Let's Play videos a week. We wouldn't be getting Roma Reacts and all this stuff. It wouldn't be happening. It couldn't happen. You know what I mean? It really just couldn't. So I'm always very thankful for people for always being very supportive of me. And thank you so much for that video, Jonathan. It's very interesting. Like, you know, I know I pause. I don't want to be a pause and obby type person, but like, I feel like it's probably the best way to get my thoughts across sometimes with stuff without interrupting, especially when it's a lore video. The next video is sent in by Rainstorm Riddles, and it is a Danganronpa 3 as animals. Very excited for this one. So we're going to say agree or disagree. That's what we'll do. Agree or disagree. Okay, so what do they think the animals would be like? Kaito is a dog? True. Oh, no, wait a second. It's actual drawings of them as animals? Okay, this can be sick. Okay. I thought I was like, do you agree with this? Actually, very accurate. No, this has to be a gremlin. This would be like a little gremlin rabbit. Yes, it is. Make it a gremlin rabbit. Exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay, make a just make the plainest animal you've ever seen in your life. Yeah. This is actually so accurate. Okay, make this sexy. Oh, no, we can't say sexy animal, can we? But yeah, make it like the cutest animal you've ever seen in your life. Bunny rabbit's very accurate too. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. Music's pretty cool. I'm guessing like, yeah, like but like this is like, yeah, kind of. I would put more blonde in the color. Oh, she has to be like a sweet cat or something, right? No, a rabbit, okay. Yep. Very timid cat here. Yeah, here we go. Very timid cat. Oh my god. Adorable. A dog. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Like golden retriever vibes. Or like, yeah. But I would think like big golden retriever vibes. So to me, like, you make this creature gigantic because his personality is gigantic. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay, this has to be a rabbit, right? Or a cat. Rabbit or cat. Yeah, okay. I was thinking rabbit, but maybe. Okay, this one is gonna has to look like a psychopath. Okay, a rabbit, yes, but it has to look scary. Okay, I thought we would made it look more terrifying. The beautiful, beautiful Angie. A rabbit too, okay. Yes. yeah, we'll say yes. For sure.
Sweetie. Sweetie, it's me, Joey Wheeler.
A cat? Yes, for being kind of lazy. Oh, the smile. We'll take it. Beautiful Tenko. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god, okay, that new image to this. Yes, okay, yeah. Like a robot fox, almost. All three of them together. So this is what they see them as animals for, okay. Again, the only ones I want to change is like gone to golden retriever, you know what I mean, for sure. Gone to golden retriever type animal. But like, honestly, they got the vibes down. And the vibes are important. Vibe check, important. Wait, who's this? Is that... Who's the... Oh, okay, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's very sweet. That's very, very sweet. The most unhinged VTuber is back and she's crazier than ever. These are the recommended videos, by the way. Oh my god, she's back. That's why I always love like going into YouTube stuff that I don't understand. Guys, she's back. Guys, I don't believe it. She's returned. Guys, you won't believe it. She's back. Thank you so much for that video. That was very funny. The next one is sent in by Minyu, and it is a Honkai Star Night of Thrills trailer for a HuoHuo trailer. We'll talk about Honkai Star when we're going to be playing it. Not to get your hopes up, it's not soon. I'm not to get your hopes up whatsoever, but let's check this out here. Thank you for sending this in. I love watching the Honkai Star Rail stuff because like it actually is like a whole new world to me again.
Maybe I should just resign.
Maybe. Oh, the tired eyes. Sucker for him. Always a sucker for characters with tired eyes. Always. Again, the animation, they do such a good job of animation in these games.
Ghost, what ghost?
You scared me.
That is such a sick design as well. Oh, she's adorable. Adorable. Oh no, the shaking knees. Actually, like, hold on a second. Sorry, I hope you don't mind me going back. These things are always cool. Like the leg warmers, always a cool design choice. Always a cool design choice. Always a really cool design. Oh my god, wildly swinging. I hope that you can actually do that with this character. Really cool visuals. And like a character like this, like who's afraid of ghosts, who has like very ghostly powers, you know, or these like charms that go against ghosts. Yeah, it's a great design. A tail? Yeah, it's a really cool. Oh my god, the visuals are really cool. Because again, they always do really good jobs with these trailers, don't they? And the animations are always top tier. Oh my god, the music. Oh, she's very... Wait, something awakened inside of her? Oh, so the eye is like possessed her? Or something is possessed her at the very least. Oh, the visuals are so neat. They came out for the Honkai Star Rail and were like, we're going to make every single character like the coolest thing you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
I'd better write my resignation.
Oh yeah, you better.
Mr. Teal, why do I
Oh, the tail is possessing her.
You talking about that little juggling girl?
So, I can't wait to get into stuff like this with Honkai Star Rail. We're gonna be getting into stuff. It's probably gonna be like right now, because we do like 14 videos a week. It doesn't make any sense to add Honkais to the rotation. Right now anyway. But like we will get around to it. We will get around to it at some point, and it'll actually be really, really fun, I think, to play this type of game. Because again, like I still haven't gotten like that far into like Honkai. And like I know some people are like, oh well, like you won't watch teasers for Genshin, but you'll watch it for Honkai Star Rail. And I feel like the reason I'm watching for Honkai Star Rail is like it's cool. It's a cool dopamine to watch these things and see these characters. Do you think that when we eventually play this, what's gonna be so cool about it is that like I won't remember them fully? You know what I mean? I get to have my cake and eat it too. I get to have like the cool watching the trailer. Then a year from now, when we play Honkai Star Rail or whatever, I get to be like, oh, like this is really cool. And I think that's probably the best way to go about it. We won't be playing it anytime soon, but we will be playing it. It will be a Let's Play at some point. Right now, though, let's get into the next video, which was sent in by Ewald. And it is the Genshin Impact Kadahera Kazuha sketch animation, Lonely Journey. Probably take it off mute is a good idea. What you think? Lonely Journey by Kazuha. Sketch animation. Is that what it's called? Sketch animation? Oh. Here we go. Cool seeing him in a different art style. We've seen him in like 3 different art styles today. And the original. Also very cool, by the way, that he like that hand of his was burnt by the grabbing his friend's vision. This is gorgeous. Jesus Christ. I wish I could sit with Kazuo under a tree. Oh no, seeing friends fight and like have like fun with each other. That's so sad. That's so freaking sad. It's not right. That's what it is. It's not right. What's going to change into here? Yeah, we saw this happen. Like, this is like heartbreaking, by the way. Which also did such a good job of like promoting the next Archon quest. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and their interpretation of it as well. Just a really cool art style. There's really pretty stuff. There's something so cool about like the idea of like, sorry about this, the idea of like falling through like losing control of your body and falling. That's the only time when you truly have lost all control of your body, because you can't move it the same way. Kind of maybe makes his interpretation of how he feels as well. Sorry for pausing. The Maple Leaf. Beautiful character. Just beautiful. I now see him kind of in more modern times, because he is a fugitive. He is a fugitive. So you can imagine being a fugitive and losing your best friend. I wish we could have played it this character. It's not a beautiful. Oh, pulling him out of the water, or at least feeling like someone was pulling him out of the water. But his Baidu. That's such a sick interpretation of that as well. He felt like his friend was pulling him out of the water. It's really sick. Oh, there's something so adorable about someone in like a towel after being drenched. Take off those boots though, because that's gonna be, you're gonna get like bad sores all over. Is that it? I was like, Jesus God, that went by so fast. Look, this is so pretty. Stop it. It's so pretty. The care people have for these characters is immense. It's so immense. And obviously this person sees, whoever made this like put Lumine as the main character. I feel like Lumine gets main character status a lot. Oh, there's no subtitles. Which is fine. Sometimes not knowing what someone is saying is just as nice, you know? Music's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Type of song that if it struck my channel, I'd be okay with it, you know? Oh wait, have you seen these ads? Hold on a second. Have you seen these? They're freaking insane. Insane stuff. I don't get struck with these guys. Yeah, no, that's another really unbelievably beautiful animation there, and especially for a character that we just learned about as well, and like saw his backstory. It's a really beautiful backstory. And I do love just like, again, learning more about these characters through like people's animations and how they feel about them and things like this. I think it's always like a really cool thing to learn. Thank you for sending in. It was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The next video is sent in by Felicitas Felix, and it is the Kazuha Wandering Winds character demo. So again, another character demo. And I'm so grateful that people send these in after I find the character or I'm with the character. Solitary Cloud.
Shadow in the setting sun.
Yeah, again, the animation's so sick. So sick. Oh my god. Me, if that was me, I'd put it the other way and I'd be dead. Very sick character. Oh, the music too? Whoa. Oh my god, Samurai Champloo vibes. I'm so glad, oh, the scratch of the record. I'm so glad that they understand that like so much of like hip hop fits so well with like samurai stuff. It fits so well.
You're really going to trust me, despite my being from Inazuma.
Look at this, I like the old like black and white movies. Like,
can change in an instant.
Kid, I think I got you figured out.
Oh, in that case,
Kazuha would murder you. Baidu.
What, you mean these amateurs? I was saving them for you.
That's so sick. That's so sick. This is the best character demo I've seen. Of all the character demos we've seen so far. Like, and I think it's just how stylized it is. And how, like I said, they understand hip-hop is mixed so well with samurais.
my last line stirs the drifter's heart.
There it is. Just to really quickly, actually, let's look this up for a second here. That was so sick. Samurai Champloo opening. If you guys haven't seen this, I don't know if this will get me. It probably won't get me blocked. That was a really cool video, Felix. Thanks so much for sending in. The next one is sent in by Leon, and it is amazing details behind Xiao's design. Oh, that's gonna be so sick. That's gonna be so sick. I accidentally clicked on my editing software. I blame somebody. Who wants to be blamed? Hands up if you want to be blamed. Okay, so let's get into the amazing details by Xiao's design. Again, it would be great if I unmute it. I mute this stuff just so I don't get like ads and stuff.
So Genshin uploaded a developer insight post describing some of the
nice.
background.
Okay, someone can read it to me like I'm a little baby, and I'm very happy.
I got a running
I just need a blanket.
Xiao, but I don't. I already thought he was cool, and this info made me like his character even more. In this video, I'm going to be summarizing the most important parts of the post, as well as providing additional research and some of my own opinions. The first part talks about cultural symbolism and is written by Zhang Yuan from the Creative Concept and Writing Department. He says that the first step to creating a character is defining their core, which includes things like their personality and role in the game's story. This is when the dev team establishes what makes the character different from the rest of the cast, allowing them to stand out and give a striking impression. This core acts as a guide to help with the rest of the design process. Despite being the 11th Liyue character to be released, Xiao was actually one of the first to be designed by an employee named Cece.
Fantastic job.
He is also the one who designed Honkai Vector's protagonist, Kiana. His original intention was to depict Xiao as a young warrior character. As progress was made, the art team envisioned the idea of a young man of great beauty. Meanwhile, the creative concept and writing team hoped him to be a beautiful adept.
To be proven right. Oh, to be proven right.
The two ideas were able to align seamlessly, giving Xiao the identity of a mighty and
there you go.
Adeptus. After the foundation is established, the next thing to be decided is surprisingly the constellation. No, not the upgrades for getting duplicates, the actual constellation itself. Although most people overlook them, you can easily tell that there's a lot of care put into designing
Which is
them.
sick.
Xiao's lore includes the physical toll taken on him due to killing. This parallels one of the 12 heavenly generals from Buddhism, Makila, who is associated with the animal known as the Garuda from Indian religion. Makila ate evil dragons, until one day the poison from a dragon he consumed killed him. At some later point in Chinese religion, the Garuda and the Chinese mythological bird known as the Pang merge into the idea of the Jinxi Pang Wang Yao. This icon would become the basis for the visual aspect of Xiao's constellation. Its English name, Alatus Nemeseos, comes from the Latin word for winged, and Xiao's role as the nemesis
It also
of
like
evil.
makes sense like in that sense because it's like Xiao like is a person who like is constantly in pain from all the stuff that he's done and all the evil that he's destroyed, you know?
This also happens to be Xiao's Yaksha name in his lore. Now this paragraph talking about Chinese folklore is a bit hard to follow, but I believe that what it is saying is that Xiao's name and identity come from two different parts of ancient Chinese texts. According to the Chinese religion known as Taoism, there is a group of 5 deities known as the Wuxian.
Tag yourself.
One of them, the Sanyan Wuxian, refers to the guardian deity Huaguang Tianwang. This was the inspiration for Xiao's identity as a guardian adeptus. Conversely, there are also 5 evil deities called the Wu Tong, one of which includes the one-legged, people-eating, mound-dwelling demon named Shan Xiao. The Chinese character for Xiao, literally translating to demon, comes from this. It is especially fitting considering the Wu Tong were characterized by disguising themselves as handsome gentlemen. These inspirations became the dev team's foundation for the character's development and other
So like he's an unbelievably beautiful character. He is handsome as heck. I was right, by the way. This proves myself. I was always right. Not that anyone disagreed, but like the idea that like, you know, he has like his own inner demons that are just that are like sometimes like people don't. I found some people might not take it seriously because he is so cute.
To further build on Xiao's agile combat style supported by his animal vision, his kit was designed around the idea of the Yaksha from Buddhism, which is a spirit that is connected to the elements. Traditional stories about Guardian Yaksha follow the archetype of a malevolent spirit on a path towards goodness. This
So
clearly
cool.
Inspired Xiao's lore, which heavily focuses on his life through
Yes.
Furthermore, another Chinese word for Yaksha is Jieji Gui, containing the characters for swift, nimble, and spirit. This relates to Xiao's physical agility, adding another layer of cultural significance. Xiao as a character is a fusion of various cultural inspirations, and in a way, he is a reflection
Taoism,
of Chinese
Buddhism,
culture.
traditional martial arts. Okay.
Xiao's personality would be the next order of business. They knew they wanted him to be a warrior, so they decided he would be fighting against the remnants of gods, which can never be completely destroyed. MiHoYo's decision to release Xiao during the Lantern Rite is in reference to the Chinese custom of driving away evil spirits at the New Year. Like mentioned before, a majority of Xiao's lore focuses on his suffering caused by a life of
We
killing.
learned about this during his
idea is
story
implemented
quest as
as
well.
an important part of his gameplay with his elemental burst, Bane of all evil. Xiao puts on his Yaksha mask and greatly increases his combat capability.
Lament,
reflective
greatest
of
move in the
his
history of video
relentlessness
games.
and extensive battle experience. However, the karma from the pain Xiao has caused materializes in the form of his health slowly draining. I think it's really cool that character lore is taken into account when designing character gameplay. It's not like the lore and gameplay are done separately.
Yes,
and just squished
and
together
it's
at the
also a
end.
thing where like, you know, a lot of people be like, oh, I know more about this character, so I picked this character. And like, you know, when people sometimes like people like Calvin, I pick characters based on like the story, and it's like I can't do that yet because I don't know all their stories yet. To me, Xiao is just an amazing character, like because of his design. But then like learning like more and more as we go through Genshin, like a lot of the designs are tailored to the character. And I've said this like even like in small things, they are definitely tailored to the character.
Definitely makes the character feel
100%.
more complete overall. The last main piece of Xiao's personality is how he suppresses his own emotions. Xiao works tirelessly to protect humankind, but he does not dare interact with them because he is so different from them. He is curious, but he just doesn't feel like he could fit in. This loneliness has caused time to stand still, leading him to have a very young mentality, even to this day.
There you go.
Now, moving on to the visual elements written by D and SS from the art team who created Xiao's concept art. His initial design is not too far off from what we have.
They should release this. That's pretty cool. I love his like his regular design will always be who Xiao is, but the red is so cool as well, isn't it?
Today, but there are some very key differences. Before, he was shirtless.
I didn't even notice he was shirtless. Oh my god. Release this design. You have 1 day. We're not continuing the video until you release the design. Release this design. Okay, I'm calling the president. Hello? Yes. No. No. Yeah, no, yeah. What do you mean I can't call you about a design? What do you mean you have important stuff to do? I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a picture of it. I'll send you... No, it's for real this time. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me in front... I'm doing a react show. You're embarrassing me. Okay, yeah. Thanks for nothing. He said he's going to try and get it released. Yeah. Editor, edit that part out, by the way. I love it. It's like, I'm sorry for pausing again, but like, it's such a cool design. And like, I love the alt design. Like, his main design, by the way, is amazing to me. It's always going to be better. But I love the idea of like, oh, and yeah, it has the same thing as Ganyu here. Like, I love the red. It looks so cool.
Detail on Ganyu. Old Xiao also had a much more friendly demeanor, more in line with the
his face is like
traditional idea
smaller
of a
too.
deity. He used to have a very red-centric color palette, but it was later decided that it
Love
didn't
Xiao.
align well with his character. In his current design, his white shirt represents the
There you go.
godliness of the Adepti, and the green mirrors his animal vision. Meanwhile, the dark colors on the lower body represent...
Also,
the
I don't want him to
poisonous
take a
dark
show because I don't
power
want him to be
of Xiao.
cold.
The
You know,
contrast between
I feel
lightness
bad
and
if he's
darkness
cold.
can also be seen in Xiao's abilities, which contain a vibrant green as well as black particles. Although Xiao has the appearance of a young man, he is actually over 2,000 years old. To incorporate this into his visual design, he was given jade jewelry to bring a sense of longevity and
Very
mystery.
sick. Very
In
small
Chinese
detail.
culture, jade symbolizes prosperity, success, good luck, and immortality. To go back to the original idea of beauty, Xiao was given modern-looking clothing, especially on his upper body. Usually, immortals are imagined to wear long, flowing robes with wide sleeves, and they move very reservedly. This clashed with Xiao's identity of a fleet-footed polearm user, especially because the excessive use of flowing clothing could cause clipping within the 3D model. To compromise, Xiao's garments were made close-fitting and short-sleeved. He was also given items with
Like, that's
religious
like
significance, such as a censer
muscle
and a
top,
lodging.
right? You know? And looks good on him.
His clothing was also patterned with imagery of clouds to give him a sense of antiquity. This overall struck a balance between practicality and ethereality. Xiao's mask is inspired by the masks traditionally used in exorcism rituals
That's
within
so
the Nuo
cool.
folk region. As you can see, elements like the horns, imposing eyes, bare teeth, and large nose were carried over. Xiao's version was given additional details like the center eye representing omniscience and flame-like patterns to give an imposing impression. Overall, it is another physical representation of Xiao's personality, solemn and mysterious, yet menacing. The third and last part talks about the animation and debugging process written by Xiao Long. He states that a main goal of the Genshin Impact animation team has always been to provide players with an animation experience as smooth as a movie. Thus,
I
they
always said
dedicate
that
lots
Xiao was
time
kind
and
of a Toy
resources
Story
into
type
making
character.
movements as natural and polished as possible.
What's the
You can see
purple
the
thing
fruits of
hanging
the
around
labor
him? Like, what is that?
and how even if you input
Oh, the pink
sporadic
thing.
movements, your character doesn't move abruptly.
If it's a spoiler, you don't have to
For
tell me, but...
characters, it is the animation team's job to bring the idea of them to life. As a Liyue character, the classic idea of a martial arts hero came to mind, and while they would be taking elements from there, they did not want to limit themselves to using only real-life inspirations, seeing that Xiao
Yes.
is not a mere human. The third hit of Xiao's basic attack combo shows him doing a sideways somersault. Normally, if a person were to do this, their legs would have to bend in order to absorb
But
the
he's
force of
too hot
landing.
for it.
Xiao, however,
He's so
lands in a
hot right
soft but
now.
steady way, similar to what is commonly seen in traditional Chinese martial arts movies. This is further adopted
That's
in the
so
animation for his elemental
cool.
skill. When
This
used
is
on
a
the
great
ground, it
video.
ends with a smooth slide. When used in the air, Xiao finishes with a subtle twirl. To make these animations look as polished as possible, motion simulation was used to find the proper clothing placements, and every frame was scrutinized to look good while conveying explosive energy and speed. Xiao's first idle animation represents how, despite constantly feeling remorse and regret, Xiao will always put on his mask in order to protect Liyue. In his second animation, Xiao is intrigued by a glowing light, but when he tries to reach out to
No.
it flees from him. His facial expression subtly
Yeah,
but
look-
effectively conveys how
Look at that.
dejected
No, we
he feels.
can't linger on it for too long. It's going to make me
To
cry.
achieve this level of high-quality animation, the animation team uses advanced
Oh,
optical
that's
motion
sick.
capture technology. This section is ended off with a statement saying how the animation team is currently researching and developing character animation styles for future regions. I'm so incredibly excited to see what inspirations they will draw from and how creative they
Yeah,
will
Clee.
continue to be. A month ago when I made the video, What Goes into Creating a Genshin Impact Character, I mentioned that there was probably a lot more to it than we knew about, and this article just proves it. I have huge respect for the development team for being so passionate about their work, and I really hope they continue to post more developer insights like these. This one was actually the fourth entry though, so if you would like to see videos
No,
presenting
this is
the information
fantastic.
from
This is
those,
fantastic.
please
Thank you so
consider
much.
subscribing. As always, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for that. It's an ad for If. It actually looks like a good movie. Actually, it looks fun. That was so sick. That made my day. And it made me like Xiao even more. We now have a new appreciation for Xiao. I'm looking up online to see if, yeah, the original designs are here. Someone modded Xiao's original design into the PC version. Someone modded this. You guys can't see this right now, but like someone modded Xiao's original design into the game. That's pretty sick. Like, yeah, like, and like honestly though, like now that I know, like to me, it's like, I think it's cute, like it's really cute, but like I much prefer his other design because if it's tailored to like his personality, we always go for the tailored design. Always. That was awesome. That was pretty sick. Wait a second. Hold on 2 seconds here. Okay, the next video is sent in by Cat Sith, and this is actually like, I was actually confused for a second because I was like, is this the same song as before? But no, it's the English version of the song. They sent this in before as well. So I was actually confused for a second. But it actually makes perfect sense, actually. Let's get into this. Because I was like, oh, did they send in one that was already sent in? And I was gonna, obviously, like that, what we usually do at that stage, if someone sends in a video that's already been sent in, I usually then message them and we like try to get them maybe 2 videos next week, if that makes sense. I love HuoHuo. I love HuoHuo so much. Oh, it's cool. Okay, yeah, like the actual, and they mentioned it was hard to translate from Chinese to English sometimes. No, that's really good. And like to be a talented, like as a hip hop artist, to be able to do this type of stuff as well. By the way. I think it's good. I think they actually did a really fantastic job with this. And the voice is fantastic. So they're talking about Chi-Chi, which I learned that apparently Chi-Chi is terrified of HuoHuo. Yeah, it's so sick. It's a really cool video. And I think they're doing a really good job with the English version. Not you, anyway. Not you. Oh. I love the art style as well.
She's one of my she's my boss. The Wangshan Funeral Parlor Director, Wu Tao.
Mr. Zhongli, you gotta sing it. Sing it.
Well then, please, excuse me. Every day I look forward to the shops I will buy, whatever.
I just love anyone here, so again, like, let me know how you guys, if you guys prefer me pausing in between the videos and stuff like that when I'm talking about them, but like, I really do freaking love Zhongli, and like the idea that he would be like so done with HuoHuo already, like HuoHuo being his boss is also a really sweet thing, but I really feel like this is done really well. Like, you know, through the whole thing so far, like we've had like some really fantastic, like the animation's the same, of course, and everything's the same, but I really feel like the English version actually did really good job. Really good job.
Child can also pay.
Eldest Haley Cho got sick, the second one took care, the third one got the medicine, fourth
Oh. It's sick. It's really sick. And this drawing's really fantastic too. Yeah. Again, not you. And there's Chi-Chi. I just think it's so funny to find out Chi-Chi is afraid of him. Of course she would be too. Yeah, the music was really fantastic. The visuals are always the same as the original ones. But like, the person who's singing this, whoever sang it, like did a really fantastic job. That pose always gets me. That pose always gets me. Are you gonna give us credits? Yes, please do. Please do. Yeah, and like I said last week, the same thing I said last week, the visuals with the red in the background and the white, it's such a brave choice, but it actually works so freaking well. It actually works so freaking well. Who still cares about the living kind, by the way, is so interesting, and it actually fits HuoHuo so much. Sanix, because she is very much a character who does not care about living people as much as she cares about how she can make money off the dead people. Which, you know what? Girl, make your money. Make your money, girl. That's what I say. So this is actually sent in by Anusta. Anusta, who is also a big Xiao fan. Unless they have Xiao as their profile picture as a joke. But like the next one is sent is Thoma's English VA babysits Lumine and Aether's VAs. Oh god. And we just met Thoma as well.
Welcome.
I'm here.
I'm here.
We were trying to find a pretty waterfall to take a cute picture at, but
Yeah, I told you, go to the north side of Liyue. You haven't gone there yet.
Oh.
Alright, Sarah, here's the waterfall. Where the hell's Sarah?
Wait, Zach actually does give off those like vibes like with their animator.
Come on, hit.
Ran into this guy.
You're going everywhere but the path. There's a path, Sarah.
I'm trying. Alright, that was awesome. I'm really glad we did that.
Wanna
Yeah,
go
guilt up.
kill stuff?
Yeah.
We could take you to Ruin Guard Island now that we have Zach here.
Ooh, I don't like ruin guards, but with you guys there.
I'm ready to destroy them all. All right, Zach, we're gonna have to kayak. So if you could please take out your kaya, we should be fine.
Cool.
On the phones.
I got
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Ah, he's so cool. Such a daddy. I mean, what?
Blocking Lumine's ears.
Anyways, guys, our next Among Us. This is what we do. Everybody does an impression of Kaya. We changed our names to like Cryo Daddy or Kaya or. I claim the nickname Cryo Hunk, and I'll just. Hey guys, I saw a body and it was dead and electrical.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not against
I saw
it.
Sarah stab Zach again.
I really feel like I have to get into more of these like videos because they're actually really well, not these videos, but like the actual Among Us streams.
Is that you? It's a
That was my ultimate.
It's a wind blade?
Yeah, he's
a
Canadian
Ether.
Mm-hmm. That's where the joke came from. Haven't you seen that? Everybody's saying like
Yes.
Kazuha is Canadian Ether.
Yeah, but I thought
It's
it was
because-
just because he had like blondish hair.
Same.
No, it's because he's actually Canadian.
No.
He taught Ether the Windblade.
No, he didn't.
Sarah, it's in the
Sarah's
story.
in the story.
You're lying. What does he say when he does his ultimate?
He says Canadian Windblade. So remember the order. Me, Zach,
Canadian Windblade. It would be hilarious as he does it like.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Wait, they all play. Oh, they all because you can do that online.
First, me. All
Okay.
right, Zach, go ahead. Now Sarah. We're screwed. Okay.
I did it, didn't I?
No.
Oh, was that? Oh, was that?
I gotta try to do
did you
this
say it was
sometime.
Christian?
Sarah. Yeah, go Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, my turn.
Okay, my turn. Sarah's turn.
Your turn.
Era ball. That was brilliant. That's brilliant. That's the type of makes me smile ear to ear. It really does. It really does. Guys, thank you so much for all your support on all these videos, and thank you so much for always sending in stuff for Roman Reacts. I hope that I'm doing your favorite videos justice. I always try to. Just so you know, guys, I'll always do like a little pitch here on the screen right now. You can see the stuff that you get if you are a patron. This is all the stuff you get at different levels. And you can definitely check that out, and if you want to check that out. But right now, I want to say thank you to Can Never Pay the Baby Gangster on Patreon, called TieFire2, Jamie Bull, Janet Banana, Normal Carrot, Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yuled, Radish, Fruity, Orange Bang, Summer Oasis, Death Trap, Anusta, Ciabatta Bread, and Malcolm Kunde. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.